There we go. Again, welcome to the iTeraCare, and let me start with a disclaimer. This is not a medical device. If you're a first timer, you might say, oh, it's not a medical device. So what is this, Nathan? Well, this is just a household electrical equipment. This is not under the FDA or the Ministry of Health. And the reason why it's because, we don't want to limit this in terms of, application and people joining or using this device. We don't want that because as a medical equipment, then this will be limited by doctors. And I'm sure this is not going to resonate with a lot of the medical principles. So this is science. I'm going to talk about science tonight. And science will prove you that this device is so amazing and powerful to the physical body. Now, let me start with this concept. Now, everything is energy. This is the foundation of the iTeraCare. And so when you understand that everything around us is energy, and even science and quantum physics said that the very building block of matter, the things that we can hold, touch, all these things that we see in our senses, they're all made of energy. And that is amazing. Even our physical body, the human body is called an energy field. We are energy beings. The cells, the microcosms, and they get into the atom. Inside the atom, we call it the subatomics. We can see they saw particles and waves of frequencies and energy. And if everything is energy, everything is frequency, then we can conclude that everything is vibrating. Oh, amazing. Nothing is standing still. Everything is moving, and that's the power of energy. So when everything is moving, there is a good example here by Ernst Chladni, a physicist, a musician. Every frequency affects the movement of the sand on this tone generator. This is called the Chladni plate. Starts to create different types of shapes, symmetrical shape. The geometry is just amazing, like 5907, 60, 51 hertz. All of this creating shape. This is to prove to you that frequency affects matter. If thus it affects the tone affects the sand and creates shapes. Therefore, frequency and energy affects our physical body. It affects our cells. It affects everything around us. And this is what Nikola Tesla said. He wasn't joking when he said this. He said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, if you agree with me, say yes. Give me a thumbs up. This is what he said. You got to think, all right, in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. In other words, everything you do, everything must be in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Now, if you shift your consciousness from energy, all right, and to this just being just physical, to energy, frequency, and vibration, guess what? Life will be totally different. All right. Thoughts and feelings are also frequency and vibration. Each thought, they have measured it. It has some sort of frequency and it has some figures and numbers. Even feelings, these are frequency and vibration. Now, the characteristic of energy is that it magnetizes. This is one of the characters of frequency and vibration because energy attracts. This is what we know. Like attracts like. So if the thoughts are negative, you got negative experiences because thoughts creates emotions or feelings, and feelings begins to attract all of this. If you're thinking joy and happiness and love, you begin to find yourself in an experience of a lot of more love and joy and happiness. This is undeniable, even with kids. Kids who are complaining and worrying, and murmuring, they don't have a good experience even for the day. Even parents, we kind of say, oh, stop murmuring, the experience even for the child will be miserable. So for us, if to understand that if our thoughts and feelings are frequency and vibration, let us take hold, control, be aware of what we're thinking and feeling. So my question is, what are you feeling right now? What is in your mind right now? All right? Can you tell me what's in your mind? Go to the meeting chat. What are you thinking right now? All right? Do you think good stuff, good thoughts? What is happening inside of you right now? Because what is the gauge of what will happen in your future? It's what you're feeling right now. If you're feeling excited, Caroline, wow, that the future becomes exciting. If you're feeling grateful, which is a very powerful force, they said that gratefulness is such a magnetic force for more blessings to come in your life. Be it so. If you're grateful, more wonderful things, magical things that will happen in your life. Positiveness. These are wonderful experiences. Blessedness, feeling blessed. These are wonderful feelings. So if that's what you're feeling right now, guess what? More of blessedness, more of blessings will happen in your life. Now, this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza has to say in the scientific terms. He said, it is scientifically proven that the body can heal by thought alone. Amazing. Just by thinking, the body can heal. If the body can heal by thoughts, the body can also get sick by thoughts. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it amazing? Wow. And he has proven a lot of data about thinking, and the body gets sick, the body gets healed. A lot of data, thousands. I mean, this guy is one of the best speakers in the world, the most leading, one of the leaders in terms of science, all right, in terms of spirituality and combination of science and all of this mysticism. This guy is amazing. Follow Dr. Joe Dispenza, ladies and gentlemen. And the medicine man, let's talk about the ancient times. Thousands of years ago, we've got shamans and ancient doctors and priests. They use energy and plants to cure their tribe and community. As you know, they have chantings. Why do they chant? Why do they dance? Why do they use these crystals and smoke? We see this in documentaries. We see this in movies. What are they trying to do? They are manipulating energy to cure their tribe. There was no leukemia and cancer, diabetes thousands of years ago. This was unheard. In fact, disease wasn't present thousands of years ago. They know how to manipulate energy, and they know how to sustain health in their tribes and community. And now they're called witch doctors. They're called alternative medicines. These are the original way of healing the body. All right. And this is what they introduced to us. They introduced to us the modern health diet. Oh my. You know, this modern health diet is not giving health and a wonderful life or wonderful physical bodies to human beings. You know, this pyramid that they taught us based on result, what is humanity healthy? No, it's not. This is not a really healthy diet. It's giving us more weight, you know, more inflammation and pain. Well, what based on result? If you follow this, it's fine. But you don't want this type because you want to live a healthier, vibrant, high energy life, high energy physical body. Then if you want that, you follow the energy consciousness diet. Look at this. See, it is based on the frequency, the energy level. If you want a highest nutrition known to mankind, they call this the sunlight. Sunlight is the highest source of energy to mankind, to everything on this planet Earth. All right, we got the superfoods. They got 52 to 320 megahertz. All of this, apples, fruits, vegetables, they have certain energy, like voltage, you know? And once you eat that, it brings health and voltage inside your body. If you go down, like the creams, the milk, the cheese, they have zero energy. And negative energy, like the favorites, like burgers, you know, hot dogs and dead animal tissues, all of this, they're dead flesh. They rob energy inside the body. So it is your choice. You want this eating pyramid on the left, or you want the conscious diet? This is a totally different type of consciousness, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's talk about the NASA in September of 2003. They have discovered that electromagnetic resonant fields or frequency is able to increase the growth of cells and genes. This rocked the science world. There was no chemical. There was no manipulation of any genes or DNA using syringe or any other type of method. They were just using electromagnetic fields. and cells were affected. That was just amazing. Now, because of that experiment and research, they have concluded that resonance creates vibration. Vibration creates regeneration of cells. Take note of the word regeneration, meaning cells are brought back to its state of health, and increase of the cellular energy. Through what? Resonance. That is the key word here, ladies and gentlemen, resonance. This is not been the usual way. This was used in the ancient times. Now it's brought back through technology and our awareness and science. Look at this. Resonance creates vibration. Perfect example is this tuning fork. The tuning fork has specific frequencies. If you tune two forks together, it creates resonance. Different frequency does not create resonance, and therefore there is no vibration. Look at the ping pong ball. Look at that. That is your cells. Your cell starts to vibrate if there's the same frequency. Now, the terahertz resonates with our cells. Why is that so? Because the frequency of terahertz and the frequency of the human cell is of the same level. Boom. That's the thing there. That is the long short of this presentation. It's all about resonance, and resonance creates vibration. In other words, this is a charger of our cells. Our cells needs to be charged, just like your batteries, because every cell in your body is a battery. That is according to Dr. Bruce Lipton. If our cells are batteries, what comes in your mind when you say battery? You know, you think you have to charge the battery. The battery must be fully charged, like cell phones. If the cell phones are not fully charged, well, it's almost like useless, right? If it's low battery. Our cells must be charged. And vibrational medicine through resonance is the future of medicine. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. We can restore, rebalance, and reharmonize the energy flow in the body using vibrational medicine. And Albert Einstein stated this 80 years ago, that we can heal our body through frequency. This is the future of medicine, and I'd like you to watch this powerful video.
So we searched the U.S. patent database, and we find this invention by a physician, Dr. James Bear of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's called a resonant frequency therapy device, and its purpose is to induce a resonant vibration in a living organism or cell. Over the course of 15 months, we try hundreds and hundreds of frequencies, if not thousands, until we find the magic combination. It's what we musicians would call the 11th harmonic. When we add the 11th harmonic, we begin to shatter microorganisms like a crystal glass. We showed these videos to our friends in the biology department. They said they hadn't seen anything quite like it. It seems to be a new phenomenon. These organisms are being shattered by our electronic signals. We now know that cancer is vulnerable between the frequencies of 100,000 hertz and 300,000 hertz. Leukemia cell number 1 tries to grow a copy of itself, but the new cell is shattered into dozens of fragments and scattered across the slide. Leukemia cell number 2 then hyperinflates and also dies. Leukemia cell number 3 then tries to make another cancer cell. The new cell is shattered and the original cell dies.
Wow, look at that. He said that this shocked the entire biology and the science community. He was talking about some sort of frequency, and it shatters cancer cells, leukemia cells, an organism. Dr. Anthony Holland discovered this. No chemicals, no drugs, no pills. It's all about frequency. Now, this is the most interesting part here, because terahertz plays a very big role in terms of the physical body's wellness. Now, when you talk about terahertz frequency, most of you, if not 90% of you, if you're a first timer, you haven't heard about terahertz. We always heard about microwave. radio waves, infrared, X-ray, gamma. Never heard about terahertz. Why? Because this was discovered on the 1980s by the American scientists. They call this wave of life. Why? Again, it matches the vibrational frequency of the human cells. Japanese scientists, they call this light of life. Why? Because again, it has powerful effect in the physical body's health. And the Chinese scientists, they call this God's wave band. Wow. In 2004, the US government named the terahertz as one of the top 10 technologies that would change the future of our world. Why is that so? This is not just about health. This is also about communications and even diagnostics, even in the medical, field. This will be used, this kind of frequency will be used, and it will advance the way we do things, as technology is always about advancement. And this is the role of the terahertz. Now, the frequency range of the terahertz is somewhere between 100 gigahertz to 10 terahertz, smacking at the range of the human cell's frequency. Now, let's go to data again. BioWell Curlin camera has tested the effect of the iTeraCare on a human body. This guy's energy alignment was at 75%. It was just really disaligned. You can look at the crown chakra. It's off. Those circles are called energy centers or chakras. The more the chakras are aligned, the more or the faster the healing capacity in the body. That's the working here. All right. Now, at 75% energy alignment, it's not that too good. And after using the iTeraCare Premium for just 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, the energy alignment of this man's body shoot up to 92%. Look at those circles. It's almost 100% in alignment. This is awesome. Why? They have concluded that this therapy gives a huge boost. That's the word, boost, in the innate healing system of the body. Why? Because the body healed itself. Who heals? It's not the drugs that heals. It's not even the iTeraCare that heals. It is the body that heals itself. What does it do? After using the device, the body starts to heal itself. That's why the first time you use it, your first experience, you will come back to me because you will say, Nathan, the first time I use it, I sleep like a baby. I feel so relaxed. That is usually the first result. You will sleep like a baby. And they extended this to 30 minutes and the energy alignment shoot up to 100%. Now, science and medical studies have shown that there are different types or methods of emitting the terahertz. We have the crystal quartz. That is our technology. And medical science also have shown that by using terahertz, it decreases tumor size. It's also good for treating skin cancer, burns and injuries, even eyes. There's a lot of studies here, ladies and gentlemen, medical diagnostic and treatments. And this one thing here, this was in December of 2021, they have found out using some research, that the terahertz exposure enhances neuronal synaptic. Now, what is neuronal synaptic? That is in the brain. This is the bonding of neurons. When neurons are bonded, that's where memory and skills, and motor, movements. Sometimes when a person is paralyzed, the neuronal synaptics is debonded. All right. So by using this, that's why we got a lot of testimonies like stroke patients, those who cannot walk, those who cannot speak. They're able to speak because the terahertz has the capacity to enhance, rebond neuronal synaptics. And here, this one on the right side, this is from the Russian Academy of Scientists. They have studied that using terahertz, it's able to increase or stimulate stem cells in the bone marrow in the spine. You can read that. This was in September of 2021. Again, stem cells in your spine are being stimulated and released by using terahertz. Now let's go into testimonies. I always say this is not a gimmick. We did not Photoshop this. This is not something that I will convince you to sell to you so you will buy. No, these are testimonies to show to you that there are a lot of lives. In fact, thousands and thousands of people have always enjoyed and been held, blessed because of this iTeraCare. Many people's lives are changed by using this device. Let's start with Mr. Alfaker Ilala, His Eminence, Sheikh Dr. Ismail Kasim. As you can see, he has a lot of accolades, a lot of recognitions. Global ambassador, he is there like the Pope in the Christian community. He's like there like the Imam, the highest level. He has a lot of influences, millions of followers. He was featured in Times Magazine, shakes hand with presidents and prime ministers, and he has a problem. This is his first therapy. He went to the office and said, why don't you do a therapy to me? This is his problem. Look at his infection here. The doctor said, we're going to cut this leg. All right. Can you imagine? He has a lot of doctors. He has a lot of money. He has a lot of influence, but they cannot cure his problem. So after using the device, it got better. You can see that the box of tissue was finished. When he got better, he was so happy. He said, I want to meet the president of the company. This is Dr. Steven. And he said, can you appoint me as your product, brand, or global ambassador? Dr. Steven signed the agreement immediately. He said, this is for free. Then he started sharing the device, the iTeraCare, to all his followers all over the world. He lifted this device in one of the biggest mosques, ladies and gentlemen, and he shouted, he said, this device is a gift from Allah. Woo! Every time I say that, I feel good, For him to say that this is a gift from Allah, from God, that's it. That's it. Oh, that's just amazing. All right, but there's more. This lady was in severe pain for over 4 years on her back and on her legs. You can see every time she walks, all right, she sits down carefully, slowly, and there is this shooting pain every time she sits down, gets up to bed, goes to the toilet. 4 years of miserable life, miserable pain. And somebody introduced the iTeraCare, some good Samaritan, some good friends. After 10 days, look at her. Look at her aura. Look at her face. She started walking without stick, crutches, or a wheelchair. And I was there. I was stunned of the experience. Oh my. I was like, woo, the iTeraCare is such an amazing device. Now she's using this for a year already. For almost a year, ladies and gentlemen. And until today, she's walking without pain. And she is a very active distributor of the Prife International iTeraCare. We've got hair color and growth. White hair turns dark. We've got bone cartilage regrowth. When it's bone to bone, how painful that is. The cartilage grew back by using the iTeraCare for 6 weeks. 6 weeks of blowing on the knee, the cartilage grew back, and he was noticing there was no more pain. Even the doctor said, I'm going to get that blower. We've got rheumatism arthritis. After 15 minutes of blowing, the lady starts to move, close, and open her hands. She couldn't believe it. She was starry-eyed. You can see the varicose veins in 5 days of using this. This is in Florida. Wanting it for 8 minutes per day. It relaxes the nerves and tissues and muscles together. We've got aneurysm stroke. This is Paulo. He's a 28-year-old guy, very young man. He had aneurysm. He was admitted to one of the most expensive hospitals in the Philippines. They spent millions of pesos. And you know what? He's in a vegetable state. He can't move. His life was like almost ending. The family prayed and somebody came. Again, when you pray, there is an answer. If you seek, you shall find. A friend went there, started using the iTeraCare. Nothing happens. First, second, third, but on the 5th day, Paulo started walking by himself. And on the 10th day, they save a lot of money, by the way, here. They were discharged from the hospital, and today he was walking and recovering fast. Another one here, ascites disease and renal immune disorder. What is ascites? When the fluid is stored inside the abdominal organs. She's not pregnant. She has a lot of fluid inside her abdominal parts. And the problem here, it's very discomforting. It's so painful. And the doctor said, if this is not going to be better, we're going to operate. If not so, it's going to end your life. Somebody came there and started, blowing on her, and they used iTeraCare. Nothing happens on the first week, second week, but on the 7th week, the fluid started leaking out from the belly button. You can see those bubbles are not because of the soap. Those bubbles are actually from the proteins and those liquid inside her belly. After 3 months, she was totally healed. Oh, my. Totally healed. 3 months. Today, she's normal. She's working. She has a job. She's like the normal mother, cooking and doing the chores in the house. Thank you for the iTeraCare. We've got broken knee. Pain was gone. We're using it for 30 minutes. He had an accident, and guys, because of the iTeraCare, this guy got better from the pain. We've got COVID vax injured. This guy was unable to walk for 17 weeks after his shot. There's a lot of side effects. He has eczema, he has the skin problems. After using it or blowing on his physical body using the iTeraCare, he's able to walk down the stairs. This is after 15 days. Amazing result. He is survivor of this side effects of the COVID vaccine. And now, guys, because of the iTeraCare, it helps him a lot. And we've got meningitis and sepsis of a 3-year-old girl, almost to die here, almost to die. Look at that little girl. I pitied that. Oh, that's going to break your heart, right? For parents, this is going to break your heart. But somebody came again and said, you try this iTeraCare. It was the pediatrician of the little girl. And they started using it after 2 weeks. This little girl stood up, removed the NGT during those period of 2 weeks, and now she's back today. This little girl is like the normal little girl you want to see running, playing around with her life full ahead. Amazing because of the iTeraCare. We've got kidney failures. Those of high creatinine went down in 2 months of using it. From 7, it went to 4. From 8, it went to 2. This is amazing. Somebody who has dialysis? How many dialysis centers in the Philippines alone? Because kidney failure is like shooting up. People like having all this sort of problem because of food. This iTeraCare can definitely help. We've got skin diseases, psoriasis, eczema, vitiligo, skin disorders, itchiness, allergies. Amazing results using the iTeraCare. Even using it for 30 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 30 minutes. Oh my, look at that. Those lines on the eyes, those dark circles of the eyes gone using the iTeraCare as facial therapy, gone in just 30 minutes. We've got breast immune disorder, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And so this terahertz helped her pain in 22 days. Pain relieved, lump size reduced 30% using the iTeraCare. We've got COVID lung, injury or lung disease. This guy has the unknown respiratory disease, suffered it for more than 5 months. He was in the ICU and got better because of the iTeraCare. And during the pandemic, guys, so you can see there is a research here. This was done by a science, institution, and they have done a type of test using the terahertz against the coronavirus infection, and it was doing very well. Very nice. All right, so let's go to this. This is Mr. Supat Bungkarat, 49 years old. Now, I want you to watch this video while you're listening to my voice. You can see this iTeraCare is definitely effective in helping stroke and paralysis. This guy had hemorrhagic stroke. I don't know how to say that. Anyways, he had stroke. So he has a problem. He can walk, he cannot talk, he cannot eat. He has uncontrollable urination. and they started using the iTeraCare. Again, somebody shared the iTeraCare. So you guys, you have so many friends who needs you today, all right? Because like this guy, if not because of friends who introduced the iTeraCare, he wouldn't be better, right? So after using it for a few days, 3 days, 7 days, you can see he has a lot of improvements from just staying on a wheelchair, unable to eat with uncontrollable urination. Now he has control over urination. His legs start to walk, of course, with help. This is what happens after 7 days. So this is the thing. They keep doing it. They keep blowing. All right. I always say, keep doing it. Some of you just do it for a few weeks. Keep doing it every single day and don't stop. Keep blowing and don't stop. Keep blowing and don't stop. This is what happens after 10 days. Look at him. He was able to stand and walk and sweep the yard. And this is what happens after 30 days. He is participating in jogging and family activities. Not just that, in 30 days time, over 30 days, he's able to commute, takes the train, bus, he eats out. He takes the escalator up and down the stairs by himself. This is 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. And again, he keeps blowing, he keeps blowing, he keeps using the iTeraCare every single day. Now, he said, I want to really get better. Now, look at this. Look at his hands. He's able to, move his fingers. That is amazing. Now, what happens after 45 days? This blows your mind. He is now running, jogging, communicating in sentences, raise his hand above his head, 45 days. Now, this is the last one here. Now, in due respect, this lady passed away, all right? But before she passed away, she was dying. The priest already offered her soul to God. They prayed and said, grandmother, mother is about to go. So they were there. And one of the children said, why don't we try using the iTeraCare? After several hours of using the iTeraCare, watch that. She started moving. Crazy. Oh my. She started moving, dancing after using it for several hours. Her kidney is dead. It's not functioning anymore. She is like 80 plus years old, ladies and gentlemen. That is amazing. Now, it's also great for animals. You can see this dog limping, all right? And the owner of the dog said, well, let's try use the iTeraCare. You know what happened? What happened after using it? That dog starts running back to his feet. Good for horses, good for birds. That's my fish. His name is Lazarus because he's dying. And after 5 minutes, he lived again. And my children named this fish Lazarus. That's amazing. Now, Dr. Joe Dispenza, again, he said that all diseases, if you look into the energy or quantum model of reality, that is a lowering of frequency. You have to lift your energy all the time. Okay, the iTeraCare can help the energy in the cells in the body. Natural forces within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. Now, when you talk about force, again, that's energy. There is a healing power inside the body. But this is the thing. It becomes a secret. This is not taught in our schools. This is not taught. We don't have this type of consciousness. They control this type of information because they don't want us to be healthy. A healthy society is a bad business for them. A sick society is a good business. They want us to be sick, but the consciousness is getting higher. You are taking back your freedom and your power. Be conscious, be aware, be healthy, all right? And this is what makes you different. So take charge, use the iTeraCare, use the right knowledge, and make sure you know that your body heals by itself. This is our scientist. His name is Mr. Young Wen Jun. He is the first scientist that successfully invented the terahertz device in the world. He's one of the top scientists in the world, and this device went through 8 years of research and development and Prive International. Okay, this is important. There's a lot of fakes. There's a lot of replicas and imitators and imitations in the online today. Don't buy them. It's a total waste of money. All right. The iTeraCare is the only company in the world that sells the authentic iTeraCare. We've got all the reports, clinical reports, and so on and so forth. All right. And the manufacturing and Prive, we have this exclusive agreement that we're the only only marketing body, the exclusive world distributor of these devices in the world. We've got 3-in-1 core technology. If you want to know about what's behind this technology, this is kind of high tech, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a terahertz, of course, the quantum. We've got the optical quartz that mimics 1/40th of the sunlight's energy. We've got the crystals, and there are hundreds of exclusive mineral ingredients inside of that. And it also helps the cellular voltage of the body. You know, a weak cell has 50 to 60 millivolts. A bad cell has 5 to 20. Now, using this iTeraCare, it brings your weak cells back to a healthy state. I don't want to watch that video anymore. Now, let's look into the functions of the iTeraCare. Again, this has the capacity to protect the good cells and eliminate the bad cells. You know, like free radical cells, those cells that are not in alignment to your physical health. It is liquefied through heat and the terahertz. These are the benefits. It's eliminating unhealthy cells, activates inert cells, increases self-healing ability, which I love this. Again, your body heals itself, clears meridian and lymph points. It's like having acupuncture without the needles. How's that? It's good for your brain, microcirculation. These are tiny vessels and nerves in your brain. Regulating glands. This is good for endocrine glands. Hormonal balances. Ladies, this is great for you. Removes body humidity. If you've got moisture, fats, dampness, you know, excessive water retention, this is great. And overall blood circulation. This is so powerful. It promotes circulation. And again, no, it's about blockages. This is according to the traditional Chinese medicine. If you have pain, that is blockage. What is blockage? It's a blockage of the flow of blood and qi, or the energy, the circulation of that area in that physical body where there's pain is low or weak. That's why there is pain, there is blockage or inflammation. And the iTeraCare is certified 5-star against inflammation. 5-star, lima. 5 means lima. 5-star means top 1 against inflammation. And they have tested this using the test by the Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. This is one of the top 5 research institutes in the world. They have done 62 clinical test reports, and it's really amazing. Inflammation. You know, inflammation, as we say, it's the mother or the root of diseases. Before it becomes a disease, it starts as an inflammation, discomfort in the body, like shoulder, neck pain, joint pain, lower pains, blockages. And ladies and gentlemen, this is great for skin beautification. You can see, wow, look at these beautiful ladies. They love it. They love it. You can use this for your skin routine every day. After you take a bath in the morning, before you sleep at night, use it on your skin. And you can use your favorite moisturizers. You can use your favorite skin products. Don't forget to use the iTeraCare. Massage it. A lot of beautiful ladies, they just love this iTeraCare. I'm telling you, we've got a lot of great testimonies. I mean, I'm using this now for 2 years already. And even with myself, even with my friends, even with my mom and dad, I mean, 2 years of using this, it's like, I'm getting younger. I'm getting stronger. You know, I feel like I'm 28. I feel like I'm 30. You know, I feel I'm young all the time. This is a routine already. This is not something that I don't want to say I cannot live without it, but I just cannot allow there's no iTeraCare in the day. There's always, like every single day, there's no way I don't use this product. Every day. It's part of my daily habit, ladies and gentlemen. This is user-friendly. This is great for babies, elderlies. You can use it yourself. Ask someone to wand on your body, all right? And you can use a stand. You can buy a stand online. There is a microphone stand or a hair blower stand you can use to charge your water. And this is one of the best feature of the iTeraCare. You want to be younger, right? I mean, who doesn't want to be younger? Who doesn't want to stay young forever, right? And the stem cell is the key to stay young. have a younger skin. So you blow this on your spine 15 to 20 minutes. Now, by the way, I don't do this because I don't have, not that I don't have time, all right, but I don't have the way to do it all the time, all right? Blowing on my spine. Now, again, if you blow this on your spine, this is what Hippocrates said. If there's a way to hit that bone, stimulate that stem cells in the bone, because he was talking about bones. The bone, the spine, the bone marrow has stem cells. You stimulate that using frequency, as Albert Einstein said. Ladies and gentlemen, you stimulate the flow or the production of stem cells in your body. We have decoded something huge here. You're going to be young and healthier every single time. So use this on your spine for stem cells. You can charge your water with the iTeraCare. It becomes low resonance water. It's not just clustered. It becomes linear, so tiny that is easily absorbed by your cells. It has a lot of benefits in your body. So again, charge your water. 1 minute for a cup of water, a glass of water. Don't use plastic, okay? And 3 to 5 minutes for a bigger size, like a pitcher or a barrel of water, okay? So 1 hour of this therapy is equivalent to 10 times of acupuncture, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of massage. Wow. If you love massage, well, you're going to curdle it down, because the iTeraCare will solve that, especially if you use the Pro device, okay? Heating the body has a lot of benefits. It boosts the immune system and so on and so forth. It's good for pain and so on, and stiffness of the joints and the muscles. Now, ladies, I suggest that you don't use your conventional hair dryers, because those hair dryers, they have high levels of EMF, electromagnetic radiation, all right, which is linked to insomnia. So imagine you're blowing your skin, your face, your brain cells, and it's not good. That's why it's like, they said you can get early onset of Alzheimer's, loss of hearing, depression. So don't use those typical conventional hair dryers. Shift to the iTeraCare. The iTeraCare is the best hair dryer in the world. And we don't recommend pregnant women using this, all right? You can charge the water and drink it. Menstruation, don't blow directly on the groins, all right? If you have objects in the body, don't blow directly, especially pacemaker and lens implanted in the eyes. If you have contact lens, remove that. If you have glasses, remove it. If you have watches or any metal, remove it when you're using it, okay? Open wounds and fractured bones, don't blow directly there. Anything than that, it should be okay. So refer to the blowing guide manual. That's free. You can get that. You can download that. We can send it to you via Messenger. Now let's go into the pricing. This is $380 in the United States, $499 in Europe, EU, and 18,240 peso in the Philippines. Now, this pricing differs because of the taxes and duties every country, all right? All of these prices is because of the taxes and duties, all right? So for more information, go to the person that invited you tonight, okay? You want to get the device? Get it now. Get it now and say, I want a classic, Nathan, or I want a premium, Nathan, or I want a Pro device. Now, if money is not an issue, get the Pro. The Pro is 10 times the classic in terms of price. And the effect, the time that you spend is lesser because it's more powerful, all right, compared to the classic. The premium is the mid-range. This is my favorite because it's light, it's less noise. So I always carry with me the premium device. This is 3 times the price. So we say that this is a revolutionary product that will enhance your health. Why? It's a game changer. The game has changed. Woo! From popping pills to blowing it. So this is the new way of wellness. And I always say, don't pop a pill. Just blow it with iTeraCare. Well, if you're still taking pills, you have your maintenance, well, yes, don't stop it, fine. But again, guys, if it's possible, if you lower it, if you can remove the pill, because every pill has a side effect, that every doctor in the house knows that. Use iTeraCare, use natural methods This is the safest, and this is what the body needs. This device is spreading out to over 60 countries, region, branches all over the world in 2 years' time. We are growing fast. We are on a wave of momentum. So this is the type of business. This is a type of product that you have that people are like wanting it. You got to ride the boat. You got to ride the wave. You don't miss this type of opportunity, because this opportunity is a life-changing opportunity. Life-changing. My life's changed because of this opportunity. I was sponsored. I was invited 2 years ago, September 9th, 2021. It's my second year. And today, oh, what a wonderful, wonderful journey being with Prive here in the wonderful community because of the iTeraCare. So this is our goal, ladies and gentlemen. You can join us, be part of us, be one with us, join the mission. One iTeraCare device per household, bringing life to every home. In the Philippines alone, we have around 25 million houses. I mean, families. And we have sold like less than 300,000 probably. Oh, there's a lot to go. Every house should have this device, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for your time. I bless you. Thank you for staying with me in this wonderful time, in this wonderful moment, okay? Because in a while, I'm going to ask someone or some of you to share. So again, my name is Nathan, and I